start in Ethiopia. In 2011, East Africa faced the worst drought in 6 decades, resulting in a struggle for food security for 9.5 million people.
I am Honduras. Last year, Hurricanes Eta and Iota devastatingly struck me and my people. Many lost their homes and are displaced.
I'm Kiribati. 2 of my islands have already been submerged by rising sea levels. I'm very vulnerable to flooding, and my people are losing their lives.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, the world is falling apart, and one of the great contributors is climate change. So today, we're going to be presenting to you our strategy to reduce carbon dioxide emissions, which is one of the major greenhouse gases contributing to global warming. Now let's ask ourselves a question. Is the air we breathe renewable? Technically, it is. However, we have to actively ensure the sustainability of it for our future generations.
As we have previously demonstrated, climate change is devastating. According to WHO, it is predicted that between 2030 and 2050, almost 250,000 people might lose their lives as a result of disease, malnutrition, and heat stress. It is also estimated that $2 to $4 billion annually will be put in to mitigate this issue. Carbon dioxide levels are rising and are mainly as a result of burning fossil fuels, which has increased by 2.7% in recent years. As we can see here, the global fossil fuels are rising, and the projection for this year is 36.4 gigatons, which is a 13 gigaton difference from 1990. From 2000 to 2009, the average increase was 3% each year, and the following decade decreased. However, it was considered the hottest decade in history.
So what does that mean?
It means that we have to make a change now. Otherwise, we might have a lot of issues in the future. Continuing to talk about numbers, we have the major individual contributors to carbon dioxide emissions as a result of fossil fuels. We have China, the USA, European Union, and India. The rest of carbon dioxide emissions are produced by the rest of the world.
This is aligning with Paris Agreement. Countries agree to take action for limit global warming and to less than 2 degrees Celsius and to achieve less greenhouse gas emission by 2050, and hopefully net zero greenhouse gas emission can be achieved by 2060.
Now the ultimate key to solving this issue is that everybody needs to do their part. It starts by one single individual and eventually leads to a global effort. Great Mahatma Gandhi once said,
"The earth has enough resources for our need, but not for our greed. Thus, instead of raping our land for more wealth, we should be investing more of our time and efforts into mitigating climate change." Tasmania University in Australia is a wonderful example of how we can do this. They have actually been carbon neutral certified as of 2016.
There are also many companies in Taiwan that are contributing to carbon reduction. Let's take TSMC for instance. They not only set 3 milestones, which is aim to reach the goal of zero carbon reduction, and they also formulated their own TSMC climate change declaration. And we have the strategy for theirs. They have driving low carbon manufacturing, using renewable energy, increasing energy efficiency, and strengthening climate resilience. They have taken this action not only for expand the green influence, but also drive the industry toward low carbon sustainability. And we have one more example from the UK. Love energy saving. They held a competition among the secondary school and students across the UK. And this example also gives us a great inspiration for our own plan.
So, what better way to start than by influencing the people right next to us? With young adults overflowing with motivation and perseverance, we want to make use of our combined strength to help the world take one step closer to healing.
And why would we want to target college students?
Well, as college students, we are exposed to mountains of resources right at our fingertips, aiding us in research and providing us with the opportunity to be innovative in our thinking. We are in the prime of our creative minds, and we need to put that into good use. And finally, we are the future leaders of the world. We need to make a change now if we want to make a difference in the future. Now, let's get into the details of our great big plan. We all know that there are some of us who take up great leadership roles, for example, being the head of a student association. Now, these are the type of people who take initiatives, and they are just what we need for this major plan to work. We want to set up a connection between all these leaders, and through that connection, we can communicate and create opportunities to recruit more young adults to take part in our cause. Now, Chloe, how do you think we can achieve this?
We'll do this through social media, of course, as we college students have a great reach and can form connections online.
Exactly. And once all these leaders are on board with our plan, we can begin to host activities to gain the attention of thrill-seeking college students. Now, these are not your typical type of college party activities, however. What we have in mind, we want to create competitive environments. So we want to focus on having competitions between schools to push students to go above and beyond for a good cause.
Yeah, so what do you have in your mind?
Well, for example, we can compete to reduce the most amount of carbon dioxide emissions in a semester, or plant the most trees on campus, or even host a quiz where the winners will get a cash prize and a certificate to officially award them. The possibilities are endless.
And this will be at a great benefit to all of us. Forming connections between students and universities will spread awareness. We'll also get the notice from the media and from governments and NGOs. Connect.
Innovate.
Create. Join us. And together,
We can make a difference. Thank you. Thank you.